I've always found it funny how surprisingly powerful bees are in Terraria, whether that being from impressive weapons like the bee's knees, wall of flesh crushing consumables like bee nades, or even natural bees themselves. A while back, I came across an insane speedrun by Max Overpower, link in description, which utilised a technique I never knew was possible, creating a swarm of natural bees to take out bosses. This is possible due to a number of changes made in the 1.4 update, giving the ability to not only summon bees using an item, but actually use them as a weapon on enemies. In some cases, this setup can take out bosses at zenith speed, so I just had to try this out. Off the bat, throughout your Terraria playthrough, I'm sure you would have come across beehive traps scattered around your underground jungle. When hit, they drop, roll, and open on impact of a tile, releasing 2 to 5 bees. These bees will insta-die when hitting water, but will target the player and enemies. Now, you're probably thinking, what's the big deal? Well, in 1.4, we can in fact craft an infinite number of these beehives to place wherever we like. To craft these, you quite simply need to collect as much hive as possible by mining the sides of beehives with a pickaxe. Do be warned though, as mining the hive will release bees which become shockingly powerful in hard mode, so I'd recommend creating a few pre-hard mode worlds or even the not the bee seed if you want to get a ton. Now, it took me a while to discover the rather unique crafting station for this item. You'll need to create a graveyard biome by placing 5 or more tombstones in close proximity, and then place a heavy workbench, which is crafted with 12 wood and 8 iron or lead at an anvil. With this, you can craft your beehives for 5 hive apiece. With your hives obtained, let me show you just how busted these things can get. Here I've created a small box and unleashed over 100 bees. Although these do target the player, they can quickly redirect to an enemy that's closer. What if I were to say, summon the king slime? Well, that was almost a one-shot, but I think we can do better. With a more static strategy where you continuously spawn bees, you can quite easily take out king slime instantly. Quite a bizarre strategy, I know. The same technique can be used for the eye, but isn't quite as effective due to its rapid movement. Either way, that was still a sub 30-second Eye of Cthulhu takeout without using any weapons. So I guess bees could potentially be a viable option for taking out bosses in pre-hard mode, but would probably take just as long collecting good weapons instead of mining hive. So the question is, how does it fare in hard mode? And this is where things get really insane. In expert mode, for whatever reason, the damage done by bees significantly increases in hard mode, and further increases post Plantera. This can make for some unbelievable damage. Going forward, I'm going to be showing these scenarios in journey mode, as it can make use of difficulty switching. This basically allows you to spawn bees with master mode stats and use them on a boss with normal mode health. Here's just how quickly you can take out a boss like Plantera using only bees. My god, I can see why speedrunners love these so much. For one final test, I wanted to go big and see if I could destroy the Lunatic Cultist using a similar strategy. And although it was a bit finicky, requiring me to line up the bees with the cultist's first movement, it worked a charm and took him out in just over 5 seconds. I think this speaks for itself. Even on normal difficulty, this is lightning fast for an item that can be obtained in early pre-hard mode. So bees are insane, but for the average player who isn't going for a speedrun or is using any wacky exploits, how useful actually are the beehive traps? Well, to be completely honest, about as useful as regular bee gear. Bee nades are still more than powerful enough to defeat the wall of flesh with ease and is nowhere near as expensive or time consuming. But there's something about using a hostile mob to take out bosses that I find hilarious. Technically, you could even class it as a pacifist way of playing the game. What do you think? Did you know about the bees' hidden power? If not, you should totally experiment with them. Thanks for watching. For more Terraria content like this, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.